not added the music yet, so give me a moment to get all this right, and we can get on with stream and trading.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
No.
There we go. I think we're all good. We're all good here. Okay, so Walmart, Alibaba, Macy's all had earnings today. I've traded Alibaba to the short side. I've traded Macy's, and I've just traded Wave Dancer. So news dropped on Wave Dancer there just at before the top of the hour. So just traded Wave Dancer. We had the initial move up, the pullback, and I got in for, as soon as it got back over the VWAP, first candle makes a new high. After it's broken the VWAP, that was here. So I got in there, added and took profits and got out. So that's Wave Dancer. That was a quick 1300, but it's the smallest one of the bunch. Alibaba back over the VWAP here. We traded it to the short side here, and so this is coming all the way down. And Macy's we traded to the long side on the way up, and then we've got a little bit of a bounce here as well. So that's Macy's. Walmart sold off hard. Possible look for a bounce here on Walmart over 160 could be interest. So let's see, guys. Let's see what the day has in store for us. Fubo TV. So Wave Dancer. I just called this out in the Discord as well with the catalyst. So let's get on it. I'm actually thirsty. Wave Dancer currently 99% up on the day. Has moved from a negative position. You want to tell me you're feeling it after 5 minutes?
It was 5 minutes.
It's just 5 minutes.
Practice.
Make sure she does it, Miyako.
Yeah. Yesterday, I'm not no.
I don't know Firefly. I don't know the ticket for Firefly. They're trade on one, but Wave Dancer and Firefly, it's an all-stock merger, hence the price moving up. That's the. Hey, Mike. Good to see you, but I'm losing weight here. watch is a bit loose. Can't be having that. Okay, so Macy's got that. I'll put Word at Walmart. I'll put that on that one. And I'll put Wave Dancer there. So just the way it is. Markets are down slightly at the moment. I think they will go green later today. But if you look at the markets down, why are they down? Well, we started getting earnings dropping, and a lot of the earnings was red. So I think there's a bit of a knock-on effect to the overall market. So the S&P 500 down at the moment, as is the NASDAQ. Similar sort of thing. Earnings print bringing that down. Of course, don't pay no mind to the 8 o'clock algorithmic scrum. Yeah, the markets are down slightly. They are trying to move back up. Wouldn't surprise me if they finish green again. If you look at this on the daily, we've had some really, well, even yesterday, even though technically it was a red candle, barely, it gapped up so hard that even selling off, it was still a green day, if you will. So it's still a day of gains. So we've had some really good days over the last this month. November's been very bullish after October being quite bearish. November's been very bullish, and we're back in this bullish channel. Testing the medium point, so we're kind of rejected almost at that medium point up there at kind of 452 on the SPY. So we will get resistance there, but a little bit of consolidation, a pullback is healthy when you've had a significant rally. So as long as we don't start breaking new lows, that's all we need to do. So, you know, a green day, we're gapping down slightly, but a green day to finish higher today will be a good sign. Lots of gaps to fill on the downside when the bell rings. Lots of gaps to fill on the downside, absolutely. Well, Volt, I called it out in the Discord. Alibaba. Good thing about the likes of Alibaba, Macy's, Walmart, easy to borrow if they're selling off. So Walmart had a bit of a sell-off. I missed Walmart because I was trading Baba, but Baba dropped its earnings first. And then I moved over to Macy's, I went long, but yeah, Walmart was probably the bigger loser today, bigger seller today, so it's a much higher price stock anyway, twice the price of Alibaba. Walmart, you could have got $15. You take 1,000 shares, if you've got enough leverage or enough equity, enough buying power to take 1,000 shares. Take 1,000 shares at $15. That's 15k. Morning, dude. Good to see you. Remember to smash the like button as you join. I'm getting another little spike here. Over $0.25. I think we might be good. Before be up at 312. That's my exit. Give it 20 cents here now. 18.5 cents is on the average true range, so that's partially why. Yeah, shooting from the hip there, Vols. Actually, Alibaba's action was fairly decent. They did the usual liquidity grab as well. It's about not panicking when that happens. Rebreak of the viewer. Should have been the entry here, but I wasn't paying attention. A little bit behind. Yeah, so 320, 318 should have been where it was. The VWAP's currently at 313. No, Ali Calca, not done for the day. No. I was calling out the trades in the Discord, so I could be trading all day, but I'm not going to be streaming all day. It's too much hassle. And I don't tend to trade all day, but I have done in the past. Not too distant past, but earlier this month. When we've had earnings or there's been football on, I'm trading up until the football and then watch the football and then go to sleep. I try to be consistent, Ali Calca, anyway. So 8 o'clock is when I start the stream. If I'm trading before that, it's because there's volatility and movement before that. When I get to my desk, I don't know if there's going to be volatility or early volatility, pre-market volatility. I could be sat here for 2 hours, 90 minutes, not doing any trades because there's no volatility. And if you need me to, if you really need me to take trades, then I guess you really need to learn how to trade on your own. So the whole point is that you shouldn't be following me blindly anyway. Hey Matteo, how you doing, buddy? Morning, Lisa. It is there in bold letters right there. Do not follow me blindly. Or do not blindly follow me, rather. Hello, Jason. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the party. You're glad to hear it, Matteo? Glad to hear it. But I'm not gonna risk the 20 cents. Got the 500. I'll risk 325. So I'll keep a grand in the locker. Hey Rob, that's what they all say. No, but look, it's all about company and entertainment and all that kind of stuff. Trading on your own can be kind of laborious and monotonous and tedious. So it's good to have a stream that you can connect with, that you can chat in, and that's active. And just become a member of the channel, and if I'm not streaming, you're getting that activity in the Discord, not just from me, but from the rest of the Day Trade with Tony traders. Yeah, it used to be $3, and that's why one of the reasons I've kept a larger account is because I used to start each when it was only $3, leverage above $3. I used to reset my account at the beginning of each month with 30k. So I used to withdraw all my gains and have 30k in the account. Once the leverage went up to $5, it became a little bit more difficult to actually take decent size or decent positions on like $3 and $4 stock, which is kind of part of my sweet spot. So I've started having a larger account just to accommodate that. Now, not everybody has that luxury. I appreciate that, but it is a bit of a pain in the hole. You have a $4 stock and you want to take a 10,000 share position, and there's no leverage, or the leverage they're asking is 120%. Morning, Mike. Oh, Alistair Forex, real life. You just earn yourself a ban, buddy. And this is going to be a permanent ban. Don't like scammers on my channel, sorry. Tell you what, Mike, here you go. You're here every day. I'm going to add you as a moderator there. If I can't ban friends like that, I'm sure you'll be able to do it for me, Mike. Well, I'm waiting for the break of 340. A nice one, dude. I was talking to Mike B, not you, Mike. Mike B on TikTok. Mike B has just been made a moderator on TikTok because some clown came in trying to scam, spam his scam, spamming his scam, and I'm not about that. Oh, let's get over the $50. Come on, you know you wanna. Currently, I have this candle is the $50. I want to see it over. Maybe two now. Nice balls. So am I. Not yet at goal. I will be when it moves up to the $50. I am at goal. I'm at 8.5K. What am I saying? Not yet at goal. Not reached goal on where did I see it? I just want to see that $50. 350. Ah, nice one, ball. Well done, buddy. Yeah, my goal is 6K. I'm over goal. I mean, I've set a goal of I've set my target at 350 on wave dance. I'm not yet at that 350. I want to stay green on it though. I'm not. I'll risk. Give it 20 cents, like I said before. Well, I'm hoping it doesn't because I'm at it just above the VWAP. If it goes down to the VWAP, I'm getting it. Get green, stay green. I want to stay green on the ticker. I'm green on the day, so I want to stay green on the ticker. So I'm only risking 1,300 up. I'm risking a 1,000. Of that 13. I'm not actually risking anything because I've got the cushion. I'm playing with the host's money right now. What share size did I take when I started? I think the question is, what share size was I taking when I became consistent? Because I've got a 90% buying power button there that I used to use all the time when I first started, and quite frankly, that's how I blew up my account. So yeah, when I first started, I was trading 100, 250, 500. And then I started just scaling up, and then I went 250, 500,000. Then I went for 1,000, 500, 1,000, and 2.5K. And I just did it that way. And when I was seeing consistent gains over the course of a month, I'd look back and see, was I having more red days than green days, and then I'd scale up. And I've done that this year as well. I mean, I've scaled up more than I was doing last year. I'm now entering with like 2.5, 5,000. Last year I'll be entering with like 1,000, 2.5K, whatever. So now it's not uncommon to see me having 10,000 or 15,000 share positions on a regular basis. That was last year. That was very rare. Occasionally I go in with like 25,000 shares or whatever. Particularly liquid stock with good momentum, 25,000 shares, quick scalp. Tried that once and I got 70K out of it. 25,000 shares for a quick scalp and got caught in a halt up. Halt to the upside and it gapped up $3 and then pulled back. I've got a stop in place, so it's like $70,000 trade. It halted for 40 minutes. I thought there was something wrong. I was cacking it. 25,000 shares in it. Absolutely, mate. Get green, stay green. Consistency is more important than share size there, boss. Share size, it doesn't matter. So if you're making good gains consistently, you're doing like 100, 200, 500 shares. If you can replicate that consistency, you don't go from like 100, 200, 500 to 1,000, 2,000, 500,000. You do scale up because you will impact your emotions. And controlling the emotions is a big part of day trading. So you get over that emotional aspect of, the fear index, if you will. Get over that emotional aspect, and the best way of doing that is gradually. Trade small and scale up small until over the course of a year or 18 months that you are taking 5,000, 10,000 shares. But you've got the account size to be able to do that. Yeah, that's Mike. That's just emotions taking over. Now I've entered here. It is still the top momentum stock, above $2 to the upside, but it's consolidation mode right now. That's a great day's work, that, Mike. $300 a day, that's $1,500 a week, so nice earnings when you can get it. Slowly does it. Like I say, scale up slowly. The worst thing you can do is try scaling up before your account has grown sufficiently to support it. If you've got, let's say, if you're starting off with a small account, let's say you've got a 10K account, 5 or 10K, let's all go round numbers, 10K, and you're looking for 2%, 2 to 3% as a modest return. That should be your kind of daily target as a day trader. So you get 2% on a 10K account, that's $200. So if you then grow that, so that's an extra grand every week. So over the course of a month, your account was at 10K, it's now at the end of the month, at the start of the month, at the end of the month, it's 14K. So just looking for that 2% daily, it's grown quite considerably. And then after 2 months, your account's going to be 20K. So you've doubled your account size in 2 months, which will be phenomenal just by being disciplined and not getting too big for your account size. As soon as you start trading too big for your account size, that $200 that you're looking for on a daily basis, it ends up being $500 loss. Consistent-based hits, absolutely. VWAP is now just over 320. So VWAP is now my exit. Which is why everybody goes through that. I mean, it's like going from a simulator into a live account. A lot of people go in straight away too big and they don't understand what went wrong. I'm trading in a simulator, I'm consistent. I've been trading in a simulator for 3 months, I'm consistently profitable. I traded live 1 week and I've lost it all. And you're like, well, emotions? You're not trading consistently with the emotions. You've gone in and you've gone trading too big for your account size straight away, and you've ended up losing it because you've let emotions rule your head. And that's what the majority of new traders do. So same thing as you're scaling up. You scale up too fast or too quickly and too big, you'll end up, the emotions will take over, and you'll be looking like, you might get the first hit and the adrenaline rush of you getting your first hit and your first breakout. You'll have a 10K account, you make 3 grand on it. You've gone in really big size, using half if not all of your leverage, and you'll make 3 grand on your first trade, and you think, oh, this is easy. I've just made 30% in one trade. If you make 30% on your account in a single trade, that's a fluke. It's luck. You shouldn't be taking that kind of size. Unless, of course, it is a parabolic runner and it does move up really nicely. We've seen a few of those over the last while. Morning, Lee. Does it help to have a paper account, a paper trading account, to start with more capital? It helps to have a paper trading account to learn how to trade. It's like, the analogy I like to use is like going to the gym, okay? The first thing you do is you exercise those muscles. It's all about muscle memory. And if you get consistent with in your simulator, in your paper account, then when you move to a live account, you do it on a small account size. You risk, you don't have to, you can put a lot more into your account, but you do it on smaller you trade smaller. I'm getting it. There's the VWAP. So you trade smaller so that the logic and the strategy that you're using in your paper account is easier transferable in your live account, because the emotions aren't going to run right. If you go into a live account or straight away with larger size, your emotions are going to run riot, and it's going to impact your judgment, your judgment call and your decision making, and you're going to end up losing money. And a lot of people do that. They go in too big, they start off too big, and then they lose money. That's kind of common practice. So get consistent in a paper account, then move to a live account and start small. Start trading like 50 shares, 100 shares, just effectively treading water. Think about learning to swim. You don't jump in the deep end and expect to swim length like Michael Phelps. You jump in the shallow end where you can still touch the bottom, maybe even have your water wings on, your armbands or whatever, but the whole point is you want to stay afloat. It's about staying afloat first. So you trade small enough so that your goal is to make enough to cover your fees and charges to start off with. You get consistent where you get a nice level of trade accuracy. You get consistent where you get a nice level of green on the board on a regular basis. That you're actually treading. You not only start treading water, you start moving within the pool, and you can do a whip from time to time. But you still don't want to be trying to swim length against Michael Phelps. So it takes time to build that up. Like going to the gym, it takes time to lift 200, to squat 250 pounds. It's going to take time to do that. You don't do that on your first visit. Yeah, risk management should always be your priority. The people approach day trading with a view to making money are the ones that lose the money. You should be approaching day trading with a view to protecting your equity. So once it's there, I mean, I'm the worst one to talk about that because I'm just a degenerate, but once you've got an equity position, you should protect the equity at all costs. So that's risk management, where risk management comes in. If you've got a strategy that like I do, have a strategy where on average, I'm getting 2 winners for every loser. So I'm still wrong a third of the time, but you've got to cut those losers early. So your winners have got to be bigger than your losers. And if you do that, you can be wrong half the time. If your winners are bigger than your losers, you can be wrong half the time, you'll still make money. Yeah, follow the cross. I mean, if you start off with like 50 shares of real money, and you're looking to make $20 on that trade, because by the time you've had fees and charges, it's going to cost you $10 round trip. So you want to make $10. So you want to cover that cost, and then if you lose it on the next trade, then you're back to break even. So so if you make $10. Net, it's nice. It's a little bit of pocket money, and it helps to grow your account. But if you could start off and you start trading water, and then scale up, you're going from 50 shares to 100 shares. You're going from 100 shares to 150 shares. You scale it up slowly over time. It depends on your style of trading, Morgan. It really does depend on your style of trading. I'll put APLM on here because it's not something I'll be trading. It's below $2 put up trading, but it is breaking out, and it is up a huge amount, 80% up on the day already. So this is Apollomics, and just looking at the there's a lot of catalysts. Apollomics announces the first approval of Vebreltinib for Metexon 14 skip non-small cell lung cancer. So there you go. There's an approval for a lung cancer treatment. That's why that's moving up. So this will probably get over $2, and I might be interested in trading it. It's a 5.5 million float. quite shorted. I mean, it's 23% short. It's already approaching 2x on the relative volume. So Apollomics, do your own due diligence. I'm not saying it's going to go over $2. I'm saying I'm expecting it to. Just my opinion. So good, both consider good accuracy mode. So my accuracy, as I say, is about 66%, 67%, 70%. Depends on in November, it's really good. Across my career to date, it's about 64, 65%. So it's about 2 to 1. So I have 2 winners for every loser, which is really good. That's what's known as the golden ratio in day trading. It's the 2 to 1 ratio. Now, if you're a scalper, you might be looking at a much higher accuracy rate. So you might be looking at a 80 or even a 90% trade accuracy rate as a scalper. But your risk is pretty much level. So you're looking at, you risk 5 cents to make 5 cents. You risk 10 cents to make 10 cents. So your risk reward is not as and you've got to factor in a few of these in terms of how you become a profitable trader. Is how much you're risking versus how much you expect to earn, how much how your trade selection accuracy. Now you can tweak all of those to improve your trading, but a good for day trading, anything above 50-50, above 50% is good, because that means that you are right more than you're wrong, and that's all you need to be profitable. Now, I don't like trading below $2, but I'm getting a little bit of FOMO here. A really good entry there at 180. Already made 10 cents. I like the catalyst. Since wave dances kind of below the VWAP, now I'm going to put PLM on here. See, I did say that the markets will go green again today, and if you joined at the beginning of the stream, you'll remember that I did say that I expect the markets to go green, and the S&P 500 has just gone green. So it's 0.02% right now. A little way off for the other indices like the NASDAQ 100, the Dow Jones, the Russell Index. They've got a little bit of catching up to do, but the S&P 500 has just gone green. Well, it's pulling back again. So it's right at the cusp. Yesterday's closing price. Going to be a lot of reversals today. Quite a bit of selling went on pre-market, and I expect a lot of those will do red to green moves today. That's the red I'm looking for. Pull back. I'm waiting for. It's now 195 is 194 is the high of J at the moment. You should always aim for a 2 to 1 trade selection accuracy. The same way you should aim for a 2 to 1. If you can get those, which I pretty much have kind of in the bank, if you can get 2 to 1 on your risk reward and 2 to 1 on your trade accuracy, you're going to be consistently profitable in the long run. If you can get break even at 50-50 on one, So, and then 2 to 1 on the other, you're going to be profitable. You'll not make as much, and you'll have bigger red days, or you'll have more red days, but you'll still be profitable in the long run. Now, if you had a 10k account, you could have just taken that position, you could have made 300 bucks straight away, and that's your day's work done. Looking for a break over $2 now. High day is $2 right now. Apollomics was a $5 stock just a couple of months ago, just remember that. Higher day now 202. $15.8 on the average true range right now. So it's getting a little bit extended here up at $2. You can see that on the 5-minute chart, but also the fact that we've got a couple of red candles on the 1-minute chart. Exhausted, so it needs to consolidate a little bit before then making another move, if it's going to make another move. It's very, the small accounts are difficult to trade, and I showed that in the summer with the small account challenge, the $500 account challenge. It was just virtually impossible. $5,000 account, easy. 500, not so easy. Cheers, Robin. I am most days. I just had gremlins twice this week. So, one of those gremlins yesterday, and I couldn't for the life of me work out what it was to start off with, is I had connectivity, but I couldn't get onto the internet. I couldn't get any data. So I thought it was the service provider. So I was looking on my phone, it was okay on my phone, it was okay, the TV's connected to the internet, that was fine. I couldn't work out what it was, why my PC wouldn't connect to the internet. Turns out it was Norton. I had Norton 360 and I was using the VPN. Well, I'm actually using Proton VPN, but I had the Norton 360 comes with a VPN, and it had hit the kill switch for whatever reason, and it just stopped my connection to the internet. So there you go. I had to uninstall Norton 360. But I know that Norton, formerly Symantec, I used to sell them back in the day when they were good, and then competed against them a little bit later in a previous life. I should have known that bag of crap. Norton, not worth the money I didn't pay for it. You can't do a $500 account on CMEG. I've tried it; it's virtually impossible. The fees and charges just hit you. I mean, as an experienced, consistently profitable trader, I was struggling with a $500 account. You need a free brokerage, really, free commission to start, and then scale up. Hey Virgo, how you doing, buddy? I pressed the wrong bloody button like an idiot. No, I have to look for the intro. I was trying to add to the position instead of but instead I got a sold. But look, hey Stephen. Yeah, absolutely, Mark. Absolutely. So Macy's had reasonably good earnings today, and moved up nicely on the back of those earnings. So, I mean, as a swing trader, Macy's is one of those stocks that will trend, and if it gets a good catalyst and it's in a positive, you know, the markets are moving up as they are right now. Macy's got a good earnings, good catalyst. Swing trader will probably go long on that for a couple of days and set a decent target on it as well. Well, we might get a little bit of a double bottom here off the 9. We'll see. Lost a couple of cents on the share there. But wasn't a big deal. Right, what else is moving? Apollomics, the top momentum stock right now. Apollomics, wave down to pull back a little bit. That's selling off hard now. CBM, yeah, I'm not really into that. Not enough volume. Oh. SPCE, Virgin Galactic. Down on the day, but anime will come back. Yeah, so we'll just wait. Target had earnings today as well. Was it earnings today, Target? Are they just trading in sympathy? That was Target the other day. I think they're trading in sympathy with Walmart. Yeah, it's target had earnings the other day, didn't they? Yesterday morning. Target had earnings yesterday morning, and today they're trading in sympathy with Walmart. Pulling back. I remember rightly, Target had a good day yesterday. Had a very good day yesterday. Went from a dollar, we went a $20 gain on intraday Target. Over $20 from Tuesday's close price, where it finished yesterday. What 130. But pulling back a little bit today as a result of Walmart having not so good earnings. It's just a sympathy play. It won't pull back at the same level as Walmart, but it will pull back because that sector will likely pull back. Walmart being one of the bigger players in that sector will affect that portion of the S&P 500 retail. Yeah, we've seen a few that have had earnings today. Oh, Cisco, the earnings last night actually. Cisco earnings were last night after hours, and they didn't come in. They came in very poor. So Cisco poor earnings and sold off hard last night. It's down heavy, 10% at the moment, which for a $50 stock is a lot. Dropped $6. Actually, it didn't. It dropped $8 and bounced. So it's currently down $6, $5 from the closing price of yesterday. 53.28. It's currently 47.92. So Cisco, not great earnings. Q3 earnings. I agree with you, Mike. It's worth watching Apollomics. It's a good catalyst. Don't mind the consolidation pullback. It's a nice little flag setup on Apollomics. Watching that on the other here, nice little flag setup here. So back over $2. I think this could go 250 to 260 easily with some nice bullish volume. It's a nice little flag setup, particularly on the higher time frame. You look at the 2-minute time frame and the 5-minute time frame. Nice. I mean, textbook bull flag. I mean, we're getting higher lows, lower highs. This will break out on the 5-minute. That is. And CRISPR Therapeutics. It might have had good. Mohammed might have good news, but there's no one trading it. So no trade, no volume, no trade. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Multi-time frame alignment. You gotta love it when that happens. So we've got 35 minutes to 35 minutes to the open. We'll look for some nice trades. Cardio diagnostics. Why would you want to swing a $1 stock? First and foremost, Mike, not throwing any shade in your direction, but I mean, there's a reason that I don't recommend swing trading these lower flow, low price stocks that we day trade on a daily basis. The reason we day trade them is because they get a particular catalyst that makes them volatile for a period of 24, 48, 72 hours or whatever. and we ride that momentum. And then once that momentum's over, the volume dies out back to normal levels, and we forget about it because they're garbage. These companies are garbage. These stocks are absolute trash, and they'll pop up and then they'll be gone again a couple of days later, and they'll be down at the same lows that they were before they popped up, if not lower. And you certainly don't want to be investing in these companies because the likelihood is that they will not be around you to get your investment back in a few years' time. The majority of these companies that are trading at, there's a reason why the price are at $1.03. It's because they're not making any money. If they were making money, they'd be making a lot more than a dollar, and they'd be priced a lot more than $1.03. Apollonic's breaking out and I'm missing it. And that's all it is, Mike. It's just the opinions and the insane ramblings of the fat guy on the internet. That's all it is. Now, if you're in Cisco long term, Cisco's a decent company to have in your portfolio. If you think about Cisco from what is the economic model for Cisco? Well, let's find out. In the enterprise space, if you're an enterprise class company, your entire telecoms infrastructure is Cisco, or at least Cisco compatible. And they won't pick Cisco out for love nor money. And I know I've competed against Cisco and I've sold Cisco. So, I've competed against Cisco with various different routers and infrastructure. Juniper is actually better than Cisco from a technology point of view to the large extent, but nobody will touch Juniper except on the telecoms backbone, where Juniper have a large share of the monopoly. But Cisco are so ingrained in the enterprise environment, and not just on the telecoms infrastructure, but now in terms of storage and servers. They're offering a lot more solutions to the enterprise market. But yeah, Cisco as a long-term bet. Cisco, I think, are a good company to invest in. Just my opinion. Yeah, Cisco is what Cisco was what Nvidia is now. At one stage, Cisco was in terms of blade servers, in terms of collaboration with EMC before they became part of Dell, in terms of, there used to be you call it VCE, which was VMware, Cisco, and EMC. That was what you should build your infrastructure on. And it's had a bit of a death, actually, because Amazon's storage is outstripping, in the enterprise space, outstripping a lot of the competitors. Number one in enterprise storage is Amazon. So they're not just an online retailer. AWS is the number one enterprise storage provider. Yeah, if you're in it long term, if you're invested in something long term and it has a poor earnings show, then take it as an opportunity to add to your position at the discount. That's what I did with Disney. If you believe in the company, just because it had one bad quarter doesn't mean you should stop believing in it. If you do your due diligence correctly in the first instance, then it's still a valid share. Apollonic's and Macy's are the two stocks at the top at the moment in terms of moving up. Macy's back above the VWAP at 1380s. I'm watching Apollonic's for a breakout on this consolidation. I missed the breakout from 190. It was a lovely bull flag breakout, that one. On multiple time frames as well. Setting up nicely here as well. you find a lot of these enterprise class companies, the dividends are quite good. So Dell, EMC, Cisco, in that space, in the tech space in particular, Nvidia, the dividends are reasonably good, and that's stuff. You know, I've specifically picked stocks in my portfolio where I'm not taking the dividends, I'm reinvesting the dividends as they come through. But in the long term, that's what I'm looking for my income from, is the dividends, high dividend stocks. Half an hour, 28 minutes to the open. Oh, I've got some drink here. Do I ever swing trade something that tanks and then it starts to rise? Occasionally. What I like to do when that happens is, if I'm swing trading, I tend to use options for the swing trade, and I'll just buy a date that, if I'm going to be, like you say, day trading as it will, I will just buy contracts. I'll buy call contracts that are, you know, out 6-12 months or whatever. When it dips sold, when you feel like it's sold off too heavily and it's extended to the downside, and it is a good company, and it's just had poor earnings, one bad earnings report, making it might lose 25-30% of its stock price. So you buy your call contracts beyond the next earnings, ideally beyond the next 2 earnings. If it has then a mediocre earning, let's say you buy it as it drops down on Q1, earnings on Q1, then you buy the expiry of the contract after Q3. Because that way, if it doesn't reach your goal after the second quarter earnings, which that will usually do that, then you've got another quarter for it to come back and get back into play, and get back in the money. Itchy nose. But yeah, I do most of my swing trading I will do by trading options. You won't catch me on this channel, which is dedicated to day trading, hence the title, Day Trade with Tony. You won't catch me on this account holding positions overnight. Cardinal sin. If you're a swing trader, you can put your trade early for a profit. If you want to, if you're happy enough with it, if it's almost at your profit target and it's starting to look weak or extended, then you might want to cut it early and you convert your swing trade into a day trade, which is fine, that's not a problem. But as a day trader, what you never do is hold your position overnight, and can turn your day trade into a swing trade. It's just the wrong thing to do. Because the majority of the time, particularly if you're low stock, trader like I am, you're looking for low floats, high momentum. The reason it's moved on that day, and then the next day it might not have the same volume or the same interest, and then just sell off on low volume, which means that if you try and get out of the position that you were in from the previous day, you're going to get a lot of slippage. Well, absolutely. I think we've all been there, and that's no, I don't, Jacob. I used to, but now if there's volatility in the market, I'll stick around. If there's enough volatility in the market. The last few months there hasn't been, but I'm based in the Philippines, so I'm 13 hours right now. I'm 13 hours ahead of the market. So right now it's currently, for me, 10:05 in the evening. Well, 10:06 in the evening. So for me to stick around, I've got to stick around till like 5 in the morning for the market to close. So if there's earnings, after hours earnings, I'll go to bed and I'll get up at 5 o'clock and I'll trade the earnings that way. But no, I'm not going to trade all day. And I don't recommend anybody does that, guys, because you will get fatigued. There is such a thing as overtrading. I know you see people talking about, doing a 9 to 5 trade, and they're not. Trust me, they're not. You may get trader fatigue if you overtrade. It is a real thing. A little pop there. $2.11. Well, I do it for about 3 hours. So I do it from pre-market when all the news is being. Well, you get a high proportion of the day's news drop before in the pre-market, which is why you get a lot of the volatility, and which is why I like to trade the pre-market. To be fair, most of my gains come after the bell. Most of my profits come in the regular section, as opposed to in pre-market. The pre-market, it is lower liquidity. I've got a hair or something on my nose. It's really itching. Most of the profitability, my profitability comes after the bell. And if you're trading pre-market, you've got to be a bit more cautious and manage your risk a little bit better, because there's less liquidity, less volume, less liquidity. So you're more likely to get slippage. There's no safety nets like volatility halts. Your stop losses won't execute, because essentially what a stop loss is a market order, a trigger market order, and without a market, it won't execute. So stop losses won't execute. Volatility halts are not in place until after the bell, which is why it's safe to trade. If you're a new trader, don't trade the first 15 minutes of the market open. It's so volatile. Probably let that first 15-minute candle form. And that could be the range that you're looking to break out of. So that's your day's opening range. As a new trader, that's a good, as I would say, that's a good philosophy to start off trading. Is wait till 9:45, and then you're looking at a stock, the high of that stock and the low of that stock in that opening 15 minutes. That's the range that you want to be trading. If it breaks out of that range, to the upside, it's bullish. If it breaks below that range to the downside, it's bearish. You want to leave it alone. And I would say, don't try mixing up your strategy either. Don't be going short or long. Just concentrate on learning and getting consistent at one strategy. You can always add strings to your bow at a later stage once you've got a level of consistency to do that. Why do you think we got that move at $8.55, $2? Because it was ready to break out. It was consolidation, and then it broke out for a continuation. Went up to 220. The likelihood is we got an increase in volume. That's the big thing. We got an increase in volume. When it was bullish volume, people buying the stock thinking, okay, it's now at a level where it's consolidating around kind of a 185. I can buy this knowing, well, it's likely to go up, and we've got an increase in volume, and that increase in volume pushes it up. Apollomics normally does 1.7 million shares, 1.7 million shares on a daily basis. It's done 12 million. So good relative volume, good catalyst. It does have resistance at $2 on the daily. I'll show you on the daily. You know what I'm talking about. Up here, you've got resistance up here around the $2 level. But then it's next time looking at that, realistically speaking, get rid of that. We'll probably look at 350 before there's any significant resistance levels on the daily. Then after that, we're looking at $4. So psychological levels coming into play on Apollomics. Macy's moving up. That's not me snoring, by the way. I've not fallen asleep. It's not me snoring. It is the chow chow that is Miyako. But look, Mike. Log on, make goal in 10 minutes and go back to bed. If you got the pre-market and you've done that, I mean, I technically could do that. I was, oh, where have I lost my money? Oh, yeah, wave dance. Wave dance. I was up 1,300 on wave dance. I knew I was up over 8K today. We've got 18 minutes, 17 minutes plus change before the market opens. Yeah. We're all guilty of it. Scaling. My problem, my greed is probably what cost me the most money at the open. It's get a gap and go instead of taking profits, adding to the position at the top. And I need to stop doing that. Just let it ride or take profits up at the top. Opposed to trying to scale in and get big. So we're coming up, we're closing this 5-minute candle out at the end of this minute. And the high of this 5-minute candle is exactly that, 205. Yeah, I can see Macy's up there. It's not on great volume for Macy's, to be fair. No, it was back over $14. 14.07 right now. Alibaba's back over $80. Alibaba might bounce today. Hold off hard. Shorted it all the way down. Low of 193 and a high of 205 on that 5-minute. So that's my range. Outside of that range, I'm gone. Well, below that range, I'm gone and add to it above. Here we go. above $2. This could go some. Not saying it will, just saying it could. It's still in the structure. It's consolidation. It's not broke out of the consolidation yet, really. Just the ramblings of a fat guy on the internet. Yeah, we need more volume. Nice bit of bullish volume like we did in the last spike. 700,000 shares on that last 1 minute spike. That the biggest volume candle of the day. FLGC moving. RLX. Yeah, not great volume though. So Apollomics for me is, whilst it's pulling back and consolidating at the moment, it is the top mover on the day. Probably the one I'm most interested in for potential gap and go right now. I will get out in a minute. It breaks. If it gets to 190, I'll cut it. You can always get back in later. Yeah, we've just had what's known as the death cross there. The 9 and the 20 just crossed over, which is my signal to get out. So I will get out. NYSE breaking highs again. So let's have a look and get near that current high of the day of 1435. Keep Apollomics on watch. Got Alibaba on watch. I've got Apollomics on watch. Alibaba's back below $80. Viva Pharmaceuticals, NYSE's Palo Alto. Following with this Cisco, Hungary. Yeah. Nothing really jumping out right now. Look at where it looks like it might be trying to bounce back over $3, and I might be interested in this. We'll see. So I'm going to put this on. I'm not going to trade Walmart, so potential gap and go candidates. Even though it's below the VWAP, it still could technically it still could be a gap and go. It's gapping up, even though it's pulled back a little bit. So really, $4.03, VWAP 310, then higher day, 350, half dollar. So key levels on Wave Dancer. It is a merger, so that might get the market's attention. APLM, is it done? I wouldn't say it's done yet. Let's just go back to APLM. So look at it from a technical point of view. I'll draw a nice little support level here. Okay, so found support here at 185 previously. It's coming down to that level now. So its initial move up, down to 180, 185, depending on how you want to call it. So that's the kind of support level it went down to. Then bounced up. It's below $2. It's still above the VWAP. So the VWAP is currently 185 and change. So as long as it stays above the VWAP, it's still bullish and still in play for a potential gap and go. It's a good catalyst. I've seen stocks go from like $2 up to $15 and beyond on a similar kind of catalyst. So you may get the breakout, you may get something else. I'm watching Apollomics, I'm watching Wave Dancer, I'm watching Macy's, which has got good earnings. And those are my three. I'm watching Alibaba as well, but those are the three gap and go candidates. So I've got a couple of other things I'm watching, but in terms of gap and go, which is my favourite strategy at the open, it's Apollomics, Macy's, and Wave Dance. Now, Apollomics won't hit my scanners until it gets back over $2. That's one of the filters I've got. I'll take a look at that for you, Jakob. Bone Biological, so BBLG, it's down there at, it's up at 79 cents. It's currently 45% up on the day. I don't put these kind of stocks, as most people will know, but it's had some kind of catalyst today, or yesterday, after hours. It popped up, it went up to over $1. It's retraced 25%. It's below the VWAP, it's below the 9 EMAs, below the 20, below the 200. It's looking to me quite weak at this moment in time. All the indicators are above it that I have on my chart, so I would say this is in selling mode right now. It could change with a bit of volume at the open, which is in 6 minutes time, but Bone Biological or whatever it's called, I think that the back end, you're at the back end of yesterday's pop, after hours pop. Macy's. Mike, I think you're going to be. Oh, I think shorting Macy's. Yes, it may be a double top here, but I think shorting Macy's on the back of good earnings. Risk, and it's above the VWAP right now. If it sells off at the bell and breaks below kind of 1350, then yeah. So double top, never take a double top position, a short position, because it's a double top. So look at this on the 5, you can see the double top, okay? So you never take the position up here, you always wait for it down here. So the support level here is kind of 1350-ish. So look, you wait for it to break 1350, then you're in a double top, and then you can get the rest of the move. But that's your entry, is when you get to this level here, not up here on a double top. It has to complete the pattern and get down to the mid section. Yeah, it's a larger cap stock. It's a larger float stock. They tend to trend, and if the market in particular is trending, now the SPY's pulled back a bit. It's gone red on the day again. It's going to be choppy today. I can see it's going to be choppy. It's going to be up and down. I think it'll finish green. So you may find a little bit of chop here. With Macy's though, depending on how the market likes the earnings from the bell, it might break new highs, get over 1450. If it gets over 1450, we've got a little gap to play up to 1470. So we've got a gap to fill to 1470 on the daily. So we'll see. Hey Cal, just in time for the open. Our kilometers at the VWAP right now as we're coming 3 minutes to the open. I kind of like this here. Back over $2, I'm interested. Below $2, not so much, but back over $2, I'm interested again. And what I was looking at, who's to say something else isn't going to pop up in addition? So Xpeng, Lee Autos, yeah, no volume on Lee Autos, it's unusual. Pinduoduo, no volume on that either. So a lot of these are moving up on not so much moving up, moving on the back of Alibaba. They tend to follow Alibaba. Chinese stocks, a lot of Chinese stocks will follow the direction of Alibaba. Now Alibaba sold off hard on earnings, so a lot of these Chinese stocks will have sold off with them, such as Pinduoduo and Li Autos, etc. And they maybe look for a bounce at the open. So nothing moving right now. We're in a period of consolidation for everything that's gapped up. How do you make that out, Cal? Will Biden bail out the Chinese? Who do you think America owes its debt to? You know? People forget that. I mean, the majority of US debt is owned by China. In fact, they are the world bankers at the moment, if you look at it that way. They have the largest share, they own the largest share of global world debt. So, absolutely far. Oh, stop. And the Fed's fiscal policy is even more stupid there, dude. We're in debt, guys. This is the Fed's fiscal policy. We're in debt, guys. Let's, the economy's look a bit too strong for us to manage it, so let's print some money. What do you mean print some money? We'll print some money. Well, isn't that like counterfeiting? Isn't that illegal? We're the Fed, we can do it. That's the Fed's fiscal policy. If I printed money in the US, I'd be arrested. Macy's. Macy's moving up. Tap that pre-market high. We'll see over that pre-market high. That's the bullish side. The S&P 500 attacking the VWAP. Let's see what else moves up. Kilometers pulling back. Wave dancer pulling back. Oh, it's just all the momentum is red at the moment. Don't we all? We all want one of those printing machines, Cass. Alibaba bouncing nice. Oh, was bouncing nice. Got up to the VWAP and then rejection. Look at that. Moved up to the VWAP and then hard rejection. Who's shorting Baba right now? That was a good $2. That's about $2 on that sell-off. Let's add another couple $100, why not? If it's hey, everybody can trade in hindsight. New low of day. Come on, Baba. Shit the bed. Come on. You know you want to. Come on, Baba. Wet yourself. Vomit like every other Baba does. Fine, a bit of support there at 70, just above 78. Yeah, I'll wait for it. I'll let it bounce there. I'll wait for it to break new lows. I haven't a clue what you're saying beyond there. But, you know, each to their own. Like on WebD, I'm not seeing that. Oh yeah, so I am. But it's not to the VWAP though. Spike, but certainly not to the VWAP. You got up to the VWAP. Maybe you're what? You're still using TWS there, or is it? No. Macy's selling off though. Whoever said short Macy's, you might have been onto a good one there. Macy's selling off hard. Broke the pre-market high and then swift rejection. That's almost a whole dollar since the open that it's lost. And still selling. I like Abba for a short. That's why. So yeah, I've not seen that spike to the VWAP on my on that trader there, Cal. It's on Thinkorswim. Okay. Thinkorswim and PWS, but the not so direct to market platforms. Should have got in there. It made a new low. Now I'm gonna wait. Oh, this one is 74. Yeah, everything is looking weak at the moment, with the exception of maybe one. On off. 5 day, 1284. Macy's now over 14 could be of interest. Gets back above the VWAP. A lot of profit takers there at the open. A lot of profit takers. Funnily enough, what happened? We got to pre-market, that resistance area at pre-market, got support area for 1350, and it bounced for Macy's. I still think you could have been okay with that short there, but for the double top, you really want to be below 1350 on the sell-off. Wave Dancer over $3 maybe. Alibaba. Double bottom at the bottom. Double bottom W shape here. Just over $78. So yeah. Still looks weak to me. Maxion Solar. Red on the day, trying to come good. Trying to do a red to green. It's a long way to go. Yesterday closing price 610. So a long way to go before it gets there. Another one that's wants to do a red to green move. Plug Power. Very thickly traded. I don't like trading these stocks that are so heavily traded on the level 2. It's almost like it's algorithms and robots trading it. They put their order in and away they go. But nobody's actually reacting to the price action. It's not done yet. Apollomics is still. It's still up quite a lot on the day. Apollomics is 74% up on the day. It's still a big move, and it's still with a bit of volume. It could still move up further. Not saying it will, but being disappointed in something that has moved up 70-odd%, I think is a bit short-sighted. What are we trading? Equities, Alec. So stocks and shares on the NYSE and the NASDAQ. Stocks and shares. I'm just looking at Alibaba right here. Kind of conscious that Alibaba might moved up here towards the VWAP and then was rejected hard. I'm kind of thinking, will it do the same again at 95.60-ish? 95.62 is the VWAP. Just waiting for something to exhibit some kind of bullish momentum. Get a bit of a bounce. I did like this double bottom here, so you know what? I was just a bit conscious then that at the VWAP it got rejected, but look, fell back into this. Nice little pushing. We're at 80 now. on the short. I've made back on the long. No forex on this channel, Alec. Forex is for mugs. Mugs and losers. If you're trading forex and you've not got a 7-figure account, you are going to lose money. Don't be fooled by the press and the promotion that all these fake gurus tell you about forex. It is a mugs game. There is no edge on forex for a small account. Guaranteed. Yeah, let's get some more likes. We've got 20. What? A third of you haven't hit the like button, so get the like count up, guys. Yeah, where is Dennis? Dennis, why are you not pumping the like count? Everybody hit that like button. If you've not hit that like button, we should have over 50 likes already. But, yeah, okay, Alex. If you say so. Yeah, sounds about right. $100 for $2 to $2.5 grand in a week with forex. Yeah, all right. Yeah, cheers, Alec. Good luck to you, buddy. Hungly group. Yeah, you can't trade any of that. Well, where's the volume? Top of the momentum chart. Imbo about to break $2. Don't like that. Good luck with their vols. I personally would have waited for it to test the VWAP again, but yeah. Niceties to the short side. If it tests the VWAP, look for a VWAP fade. It's rejected the first time of VWAP. We've got a very tight risk that way. Go back to nice. I'm talking about nices with info on the screen, so let's go back to nices. So I would have waited for it to test the VWAP here and look for a VWAP fade. Or wait for the next candle on the pullback. You've got the pullback, next candle makes a new low, possible entry. So below the 200 here. But I know you've got your own strategy. Well, if you got in there at the pretty much 1397 would have been up here. So if it was breaking the VWAP here, not bad. But you've also got kind of a double bottom down here, W shape. It's a bit wonky, but it's still a W shape. So if it does break the VWAP, 13 back over 1390, it's probably going to go back up to highs. That's what I'm watching. Baba getting a VWAP bounce. Yeah, Bivy. IOV. Yeah, don't like it. Yeah, I'm watching Alibaba as well. Like I say, it's got rejected here at what 80.13 or whatever it was. Well, just quit doing that. This mouse is winding me up now. 80.12. Mid caps. This last 2 weeks involved mostly mid caps with the moves, mid and high caps, and that's because the market has been very bullish. The SPY, once again, the S&P 500 back green on the day, so it's moving up, breaking highs here, 450s. Oh, it's 450. So I can see it's going to be quite choppy today, but I think it will finish green today. Probably finish over 450 some stage today, I think. Just my opinion, the meanderings of a fat guy on the internet. Yeah, volume's not consistent enough on that one to trade it. You can't trade Invo Bio. You can, but I wouldn't advise trading Invo Bioscience with that kind of inconsistent volume. We've got a lot of gaps to fill today. A lot of stuff sold off overnight and looking to make moves back up. Some still selling. Yeah, kind of double topping up here. Bit of an M pattern. The W there, and then we're doing the inverse, the N here. So it breaks below the VWAP. I would say 79.40. Another short opportunity. HRTX, I'll take a look at it for you, Jakob. It's another penny stock. Not got great volume. Very choppy. It's not got great volume. Not a lot of people trading it. Heron Therapeutics. It's only up 2% on the day, which is like next to nothing when it's a sub-dollar stock. It's a literal penny stock. A 2-3% move is next to nothing. So no opportunity there. It gapped up yesterday. It moved up quite a bit yesterday, pre-market and in the regular session, but no opportunity today. Its day in the sun was yesterday. So it's just consolidating sideways, choppy at the moment. Not a lot of opportunity there at the moment, so we'll see. No worries. Just like I say, not financial advice, Jakob. Just the meanderings of a fat guy on the internet. I'm happy to take a look. Give you my BDI. Although I won't be trading those penny stocks. If you see something above $2 that's moving, I'm happy to take a look and trade it. But has to move it. Oh my goodness, the S&P 500 is making a lovely move. We've now broken out of that pre-market range. We're now making new highs, legitimate new highs on the day, higher than the pre-market high. The NASDAQ 100 is also green on the day, about to test the pre-market high, which was an algorithmic spike, by the way. So it's actually, in real terms, it is new high of day. What about the Dow Jones Industrial Average? Again, similar kind of thing. It's broke out of that pre-market range. Russell Index, a little bit to go. So a little Russell Index, and this is why we're not seeing vols. Take a look at the Russell Index, the Russell 2000, the small cap index. That's pulling back. All the other ones are moving up. This is pulling back, and this is why we're not seeing the momentum in the low caps that we want to do. Is we're seeing a lot of kind of selling off, and these are the ones that you don't want to be selling off because a lot of them are hard to borrow, if you can borrow at all. Or on the short sale restrictions list, or something like that. It's if you want selling off, you want the mid and high cap stocks that are high liquid stocks that are easy to borrow, and you can just short the hell out of them like I did with Alibaba. I don't know. Small caps have been doing okay for me. Oh, talking of small caps, there's no IPOs today, by the way. No volume on this, it's moving back up. Alpha Tech. No, Wave Dance is starting to get some life after this W shape. 2-minute W shape is very prominent, look at that. So if it breaks a new high of day, this might get back over $3. I'd wait for $3 personally. If it gets over a new high of day, it's in the 290s, and then you've got the resistance of the whole dollar, psychological resistance of the whole dollar. I'd wait for $3 personally, get the confirmation. Alibaba, nice cup and handle on the higher time frame. So look at this on the 2-minute time frame. There's your cup and there's your handle. Nice cup and handle breakout there. Didn't even see that. They're easy to see in hindsight once they've actually formed, but I didn't even see that at the time. How are you getting on today, guys? How are you faring? Are we red? Are we green? Are we still sitting on our hands waiting for a trade to set up? How are we faring today, guys? Yeah. Getting tired, mate? Oh, Sonos up there at 1287. Sonos. Top gapper above $2 after Wave Dancer. Well, let's have another look at Sonos. Well, I can bring it up there, Tom. Yeah, it's kind of coiling there under 13 bucks. So if you can get a confirmation over $13, you might move up. What is? I know I looked at it earlier, but what was the catalyst again? Let's have a quick look on my Benzinga. Well, Glenn, any green's good green, and if you're green pre-market, you don't need to trade in the regular session and give it all back. Ah, Vegas, you can make that back though. Yeah, all I'm seeing is yesterday's earnings. So Sonos had earnings yesterday. Good earnings. EPS beat, revenue beat, sales beat, across the board, good earnings. And they announced a stock repurchase program and completion of the previous stock repurchase program. Sonos yesterday, so that's why that's moving up. It needs to get over $13 if it's going to go anywhere now. Well, I'm looking at Wave Dancer. It's rejected the VWAP here, which kind of anticipated a little bit. That's why I was saying, you know, I'd wait for 3. But we'll see. We're up at 390 pre-market. Well, if you're green and profitable, yeah, they received a buy rating from Craig Hallam on the back of yesterday's earnings and that stock repurchase announcement. Analyst ratings. I don't rate analyst ratings as any kind of legitimate catalyst for a stock to move. Macy's over the VWAP might be interesting. We're at kind of a double bottom breakout here. I'd rather see it over the VWAP before I go take a long position on it. So I'll probably wait for it to break a new high, 1390s, yeah. We'll see. Inverse head and shoulders, shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2. It's an argument. Double bottom, that's an argument. Either way, both of those are bullish patterns for a move up. Yeah. Let's have a look at MSP recovery. Made a lot of this a couple of weeks ago. Volumes just come in. Does it have any new catalyst or is it just continuation momentum? Oh, it's got earnings. Earnings today. And be careful, there's a prospectus been levied. Oh, it was yesterday. Earnings yesterday. And 159 million shares of Class A common stock prospectus. So just wait for the shelf to go with that. Let's be very careful with this one after that prospectus. It gets over 15%, so if it gets up towards $8, then I'll take another look. Alibaba, I should have stayed in. Should have stayed long on Alibaba. It's moved another 50 cents. Yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's going to be one of those days, I think, where when it suddenly moves, you've got to catch it because it doesn't look to me like anything's going to break out and go parabolic. If you like lower price stocks, there's ITRM is moving up quite a bit. Volume's dying out pretty quick though. Came in quick and dying back quick. Apollomics is done. It's getting the gap between the VWAP is getting wider. Apollomics is definitely done. Alibaba. Actually, let's have a look at Macy's. Are we going to get the breakout with Macy's over the VWAP? 1380. No worries, balls. Good stuff. Locking it down, profitable. That's the main thing to do. Is lock it down, profitable. Nvidia back up to 14,490s. You love to see that. 490 on Nvidia again. As long as Nvidia's up there, 490, 500, I'm happy. I'm a very happy fella. Yeah, wave dancer coming back, is it though? Is it though? I mean, it moved up, didn't make the VWAP last time, rejected the VWAP this time, new swing high, but it's a lower swing high, so I'm not convinced. I mean, it's a nice a W pattern there, but it never reached the completion, never got above the VWAP. We needed to get up towards 290 to complete that W pattern for a breakout. Never did. Now it's pulling back, so it looks to me more of a VWAP fade than a double bottom breakout. We'll see. Yeah. All can change. And look, talking of change, Alibaba, big sell-off. 70 cents in the last 2 minutes. Back below the VWAP. It's a new 5-minute low. So looking a little bit weak now. Alibaba, Macy's earnings today. Now Macy's is trying to make a comeback. It's testing the VWAP here. I guess that's going to be the litmus test. Yeah, I saw someone else mention that one. I think it was Fark on TikTok. Yeah, popped up, then popped back down again. So pop and drop. Yeah, what do you expect? That's that. I said be careful with it because of that offering. MSP recovery. There's a nice trade recorded on this one from Monday, so go and check that out if you haven't. Seeing if they already have a Form S. If they do, which one is it? Well, it's a new prospectus, or an amendment to the prospectus was posted to the SEC yesterday. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, Robin, I don't touch stocks down there. Any stocks. You know, I don't like touching these. I looked at it earlier and just it popped up. It's not doing anything for me. Even if it was a higher price stock, I don't think I'd be interested. I think its day in the sun was yesterday. Maybe a bit of continuation, but it struggled. It didn't get over $1 and it's struggling. So I still think Macy's may be the one, or back to shorting Baba, below the VWAP. VWAP currently it's on $0.75 and short Alibaba. Confluence of support there. You've got the VWAP, you've got the $0.75, and if it can't find support there, it's not going to. Yeah, well, it's now testing $1. So, and that's what I'm talking about. These stocks are garbage. So APLM, really good catalyst. Lung cancer treatment, first approval, and it popped up over 100% gain on the day. So it went up to what, 220. Went up to 220 from a close of 87 cents yesterday, and look, it's now lost pretty much 90% of its gains, or whatever it was, 80% of its gains. Just garbage stocks, a lot of them. This is why you don't hold them. You don't get married to these stocks. You ride the momentum, take the money when you can, and imagine just trying to average down on this. Which is why averaging down isn't a good strategy. You would be just still averaging down now, trying to make it back. You'd be about, telephone book of money in there. Martingale. Ah. It's taking away my short button. Not happy with that. Can't short it now. Well, I can, but it's short sale restriction. Don't like trying to trade. Yes, I've seen stocks that are not shortable on. Well, I've not seen any stocks that are not shortable, Neef. But if it's hard to borrow and it's on short sale restriction, it makes it difficult to short it. So, if CMEG don't actually have any shares available for you to borrow, you then have to go and pay for locates, which is not a problem. You can do that in DAS. Right out of DAS, pay for your locates, and they will charge you that off your pretty much straight away. They'll charge you that from your balance. CMEG will charge you for locating those shorts. But then when it's on short sale restriction, as Baba's now on bloody short sale restriction, you can place your short order, but you have to place a limit short order. So you have to place basically a stop limit order, if you will. So you have to place your order above the bid. You can't short on or below the bid. That's pain in the hole. It really is. It makes it more difficult to, and you've got to wait for it to come back to you. So look, I'm over gold today, so I'm not going to start playing around with Baba trying to short it above the bid. Yeah, Bears seem to be in control today. Although the S&P 500 is marginally green still. I still think it's going to finish above 450 today, but it's marginally green. Marjorie Green? Where's that name ring a bell? Oh, she's the gun-toting psychopath from the US, isn't she? Senator. No, it's marginally green, not Marjorie Green. But yeah, best as has been the case last few days. Best action has been pre-market. Let's have a look at ATGR. Not enough volume. Yeah, it's under $2 though. ABVC is the top momentum stock right now to the upside. Apollomics, top momentum stock to the downside. I guess we'll just wait for whatever the market gives us. A no trade day's not a losing day though, Cal. Any green's good green. No trade day is a break-even day, which is better than a red day. In fact, it's better than break-even because you don't have to pay any fees on it. ATGL breaking highs now. It is the top mover right now. Currently up 40% on the day. Alpha Technology, what is your catalyst? I'm not seeing any company specific news. Recent IPO though, as of back end of October. So maybe it's, I mean, it's on the daily, it's looking strong on the daily, just not great volume. So do you trade it? Do you leave it? It is the top momentum stock. Recent IPO. Yeah, it's not on great volume at all. Less than 300,000 shares traded all day so far. Personally, I prefer Alibaba or Walmart. Let's have a look at Walmart. Is it shortable? Yeah, Walmart's shortable. It's not on short sale restriction. With bloody Baba have put it on short sale restriction now. That's a good day, that, Mike. That's a good day. Well done, buddy. Well, I'm still at it. And guys, if you're considering learning how to trade, you're joining for the entertainment, but you're considering learning how to trade, just remember, you can get 40% off the day trade with Tony Education set up this month only. So go check that out. Use the discount code Black Friday 40. Link is in the description. So check that out. It is something that I would recommend to anybody. Yeah, spreads are just ridiculous. As much as 40 cents. But the halt levels now. We've got the volumes coming in now. It's the halt 1954. I tried it. This one halted. First volatility halt that I've seen today. Alibaba back over the VWAP. Let me see if I actually trade. It's not fake stock. I traded it twice. I traded on IPO day and I traded it a couple of days later on the 3rd. I'm profitable on both times. So small profitable on the IPO day, $292, and then 3K on the 3rd. Third IPO day, and I've got a line here. I'll trade it on the 3rd here as well. So, I guess it's the only thing that's moving right now. Yeah, it's a red day yesterday. It was important to finish off the week strong. Under 4K down, 3,800 down yesterday. So it was important that we banish that and have a nice green day. Today, we're tracking well for the week. We're tracking well for November. Nice to be tracking well with something else to move. EJH, you just bombed up 2 volatility halts. What is going on with eHome Household Services? So, this one, sell off, hold down, gap, the big gap down, continue a bit of a bounce, and continue the sell off into another halt. Oh no, that's 4, 3, 4, 4. That's not a halt. A halt down, big gap down, bit of a bounce before continuation, and then a rally upwards into a halt and a huge gap up. It looks like it's going to gap down here slightly, sell off. Right, okay. It's gained 74% across the week so far. What was the original catalyst? I can't see any specific catalyst. I've gone back to October. I'm not seeing any catalyst for the big move, or big moves. And granted, this was a $50 stock at the beginning of the year. Halted to the downside. Right, looks like, for now, level resumption. Let's have a look back to ATGL. See what this should resume in about 30 seconds. So let's see. It looks like it's going to gap up to $20, which is like a 40 cent gap up. Let's see what happens here. 10 seconds ish. 5 seconds. Assuming it's a 5-minute halt. There it is. Spreads are ridiculous. 40 cents on the spread. 80 cent spreads. Yeah, I don't like it. $0.80 spread into a bottom halt. And false halt. 793 now the halt level, so straight back down to 793. And is it going to halt this time? I think so. Give it a second. There's the halt. Oh, no, that can't be right. Probably going to be a 10-minute halt. I'm seeing 15:25 resumption. That's way too low. That can't be right. So it's probably that'll probably come back up. Come back to that. Take a look at that at the bottom of the hour. Yeah, I hope nobody tried chasing that momentum for the break of 21. Absolutely. The good news about the only good thing about that is that if someone was in it, it did give 2 bites of the cherry to get out. So it went down to the halt level, and if you couldn't get out, it was a false halt to allow you to get out, and then it went down to the next halt level. So that's the only good thing I can say about that. So to avoid blowing up an account, but still, just the volume wasn't there to on this move up here. The volume just wasn't there up until this, and then it started to come in. And then we got the halt to the upside, big gap up, big move, and look, with 80-cent spread, I wasn't touching it. But look, what's the catalyst? ATGL, I'm not seeing a catalyst. It's a recent IPO though, FARC. Recent IPO from the back end of October. I traded it on the IPO day and I traded it 4 days later, so I didn't expect it to go up to this level when I was trading it down there at kind of $5 and $6. Anything else? EJH was one, wasn't it? Yeah, this was mad as well. Oh, this should resume in a little over a minute. And it looked like a level resumption. I mean, you got volume there, just what the hell's going on with it? That looks very dodgy. Yeah, I'll come back to that in a minute, but I mean, eHome household. This should resume in about 20 seconds. So I'm just going to watch the resumption on this. Because the price action on this is well shaky. I mean, where did the volatility come from? I mean, it's just not the range of like 20 cents, nothing happening all day, not pre-market. There we go. And then volatility all of a sudden. And on good volume too. $405, the halt level to the downside. Yeah, we'll take a look at ATGL in a minute. That won't resume for another couple of minutes at the very earliest. 379 is the halt level to the downside here. 464 is the halt level to the upside. So I just don't understand the price action on this. I can't get my head around it. It just doesn't look right. And the 1 minute chart looked very similar to the 5 minute chart because of the halts. Insider manipulation? I don't know about that, but there's something going on with it. ABBC's up at 172 now. That's moving nicely. Let's have a look at ATGL. 1250 I've got on my resumption level right now, which is oh goodness, 1263 was yesterday's closing price. So this, right now, it's saying the resumption at 12:33. So below, it's going to go red on the day if it resumes. I can't say, this has got to be a 10-minute halt. So it should resume in about 5 seconds if it's not a 10-minute. It's got to be a 10-minute halt. There you go. You'll see the resumption price start to come back up before the resumption now. Which stock am I talking about? ATGL, Adam. Recent IPO from last month. Oh, but I didn't get back to your man with regard to the prop trading. I'll get him on. I was going to get him on Friday. I'll get him on Monday or Tuesday next week. It's a bit short notice for now. I had a play around with the. I did have a play around with the very basic trading platform. But after that, if you pass the test, you can move on to Sterling, which is a good platform. So. Oh, that's not done this year. It was October last year. They didn't do it this year. TradeNet. I don't know what's happened to TradeNet. I think they might have gone bust. I'll have a TradeNet Academy. I think the SEC had word with them. TradeNet Academy. Yeah, let's have a look at. I want to see the news. That's old news. Yeah, no, I just think they stopped doing the World Series and they stopped doing the prop funding as well. I think they're just concentrating on their education now. Yeah, not seeing anything for them. Where's buy the dip for no IPO today, Neith? No IPO. So what happened with EJH? Did that resume? Yeah, that's just sideways now. E-home household, and the volume's just like nowhere near what it was. I'll stick around for the resumption with ATGL. So that should resume at in about 90 seconds. ABVC still moving up. Oh, hang on a minute. Just very low volume, but is it something start of something decent? No. Well, absolutely not. Who trader? Buy the dip. Yeah, what a bloody traitor. What do you mean I haven't been streaming? I had 2 days, like 1 day I didn't do a stream, like on Monday. And I did a late stream yesterday. That's not hardly not streaming, come on. Did he talk about a fickle crowd? What's he trying to do? Stand up in a nunnery. Heart clutch. Ah. Yeah, look, it's not. To be fair, guys, I enjoy your company while I'm trading, and I'm happy to take you on, you know, some of you under my wing if you want to learn how to trade and all that kind of stuff. But just know this: I don't owe you anything, any of you. Sorry. If I've got things, if I want to take a day off, I'll take a day off. I got out of the 9 to 5. I'm not putting myself back in it for you guys. You know, the daily grind. If I don't feel like streaming, I'm not going to stream. It's that simple. If I don't feel like trading, I'm not going to trade. Being able to get away from the 9 to 5 grind and move somewhere tropical, that's the dream, and that's what I've done. So, no offense, guys, but I don't owe any of you guys anything. So, sorry. What are we looking at, Cal? ATGL again? No, it's halted to the upside. Well, we're getting some reasonable volume now. So we'll see. We've got a 1706 resumption, so it's going to gap down. Also gap down. Go figure. Yeah, well, what did I really miss it? What's to miss with these kind of spreads as well? I mean, it's nice and volatile, and we've not had much volatility this morning, but for the earnings and a couple of bits and pieces. Look, I'm sitting pretty right now because I'm over goal. I'm a 4-to-1 trader at the moment in terms of trade accuracy today, which is better than I was yesterday. So I've covered yesterday's losses and a bit besides, and we were already ahead of 20k or whatever it was, 21k coming into yesterday. So I don't think we're in any bad shape for this week. So that should resume at 43. Somebody remind me before the resumption. Remind me at 42 and remind me at 43 and 30. Absolutely, Tom. That's why we look. That's why we trade. We want that freedom. We want to be able to just pack up and do what Alistair does. I've not seen Alistair today. Is he still not back yet from his Tenerife excursion? Cheers, Rob. Tell you what to do. Go rewatch yesterday's stream, and you'll get that. You'll get that. A little bit of red mixed in. Always good for fun. Yeah, I'm just looking at the volume on some of these. It's just not sufficient. All right. Anything else moving that's worth taking a look at, guys? Right now, I'm not seeing anything at all. Wave Dance never even tested the VWAP again. So my 3 gap and go candidates just didn't go. They gapped. One cracked in Apollomics. The other 2 just kind of stagnated. Bit of a dip and then sideways below the VWAP. Everything else Hungry Group. Yeah, not enough volume. HLP. Sonos did get over $13. Did you get that, Tom, when it broke 13? Safety Shop. Is 2x relative volume enough? Probably not. Still got ETFs in the gappers list, which tells you that it's not the best day for volatility today. I'll take a quick look. Hang on a minute. I'll take a look in a second. This is about to resume. Yeah, it's looks like a Mural Oncology. Looks like it's some kind of SPAC merger or even IPO today. So I'll take a look at that in a minute. It's not on my list. Mural Oncology, it must be some kind of SPAC merger. $0.40 spread at the minute on Alpha Tech. $15.30 halt level to the downside, $18.70 to the upside. Yeah, $14.85 now the halt level to the downside, $18.15 to the up. Yeah, that to me isn't a very strong chart. Let's have a look at Mural Oncology. Oh, this looks like it's first day trading, first hour of trading. It's just gone live there at the bottom of the hour. It went live, selling off. So opened at 17-ish. Oh no, it wasn't 17. Opened at 16.69. It looks like it's selling off. It's halted. It'd be hard to borrow if it's a new stock, but I don't know. I've not seen Mural Oncology on any of the IPO lists. So there you go, Neve. Mural Oncology. $30, $31. So it's been halted. It's been halted now for 14 minutes. So let's see if it resumes after a 15-minute halt. Probably not. It's looking like a $10 resumption. That's a huge gap down. There's nobody traded it at all yet. Total trades on the day, 100 trades, like less than 5,000 shares traded. So, you know, make of that what you will. There's 3 minutes of trading and it's only 5,000 shares. Come on, just not showing any kind of volatility. The fact that it's not on any of the IPO lists, very few people will know about it. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, this not resuming might be 20 minutes. So I'm kind of bored with it. Macy's. Nope. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to knock it on the head. Where's that put us? So we've got 7.5k. Let's have a look, shall we? Where are we? Let's. Here's my Benzinga. So here's my Benzinga desktop. If you're wondering what Benzinga is, it is the platform I use to find stocks that are moving. And here it is. So I've got the gap scanner here. I've got the surging scanner here. I've got the momentum scanner here. I've got my signals and alerts. I've got my news. There is a quick Benzinga tutorial recorded, so go check that out on YouTube if you want to see how I set this up every single day. If you want me to do a more in-depth review, if you will, of Benzinga, a tutorial with Benzinga and all the widgets and various functionality, then I can do that, but just let me know. This is Benzinga. I've got, this is my November to date, so not a bad November so far. Last Monday was great. This week was okay. We've got another 7.5k to add to this. So as far as November's concerned, we're on track for the year, but we're over that 100k level already, even with the red day yesterday. So 7.5k on top of that takes us to 110, and we've only need 10k more for goal on the month. So we've got, let's go back to the calendar there. How many trading days? So just remember next week. So we've got Thursday next week is Thanksgiving in the US, so that the markets are closed. It's Black Friday on the 24th, so it's a half day, and then we've got 5 more. So we've got 9.5 days of trading, and I need 10k to get me to goal for November. I think that's a very doable thing. So talking of Black Friday, whilst we're on the subject of Black Friday, just remember that you can get 40% off Day Trade with Tony if you want to join the program. Well, what is Day Trade with Tony? It's the education program that I put together for you guys at your request. And here is Day Trade with Tony. So check out the links in the link tree. Check out where is the link tree? The link right up at the top of the page there. And this is Day Trade with Tony. What you learn how to trade basically on a day trade basis. You learn about risk management. You learn how to find stocks to trade, what to look for, entries and exits. You learn how to understand triggers, windows, all that kind of stuff. The patterns that I use on an intraday basis, the strategies that I use on an intraday basis. There's a tutorial talking about Benzinga. There's a tutorial there about scanning for stocks using Benzinga, but you can use the same principles with any scanner. Important piece about trade management and the psychology of trading. This is probably the biggest obstacle you're going to have to overcome is the psychological element, the emotional element of trading, particularly when you're in a live account. We get a bit more technical around hotkeys, hot buttons, level 2, etc. Trading as a business, if you're planning on doing it full time and giving yourself that freedom, trading as a business is a big part of that. So a business plan, advanced technical indicators that I like to use with reversal strategies, the likes of the Bollinger Bands, MACD, RSI, etc. Introductions to options trading. So I mentioned earlier that if I'm swing trading, I'll use options to swing trade. There's a lot more complex strategies you can use with options, but this is just an introduction to options, and a whole bunch of different tutorials mostly around Benzinga and the likes as well. My full ebook reading library that I use to learn to trade, you get access to that as part of the course as well. It's 120 bucks a month, 300 bucks a quarter, or $1,000 a year, assuming that's the list price. But if you want to get on that, you can get 40% off Black Friday by using that Black Friday 40 code at checkout. There's an apply voucher link. You just apply the voucher code there, and that will get you that off. So check that out. We're talking about Benzinga. If you want to try Benzinga out for free, it is an absolutely fantastic platform. I do recommend it. I use it every single day. Check it out for free. Use this link. Check it out for free. 14 days. If you like it, don't pay full price. Get at least 35% off, regardless of what you subscribe onto. The essential package is what I use, and DTWT 30 for Day Trade with Tony 35 for 35% off Benzinga. Capital Markets Elite Group are the broker that I use, so check them out. No PVT limitations with Capital Markets Elite Group. They are an offshore broker. Some people are reluctant to use an offshore broker, but they are insured with Lloyd's of London. They're one of the biggest brokerage houses in the world, and they are listed on the NASDAQ. So, you know, they're not a fly-by-night organisation. TraderView, we're just looking at TraderView, which I'm going to come back to, is the journal I use for logging my trades and analysing my trades. Dash Trader is the platform that I use to trade, so it's the trading platform. Now going back to TraderView, as you can see, November's looking like a really good month now. It's certainly better than, I mean, I'm just going to look at some of the statistics here. So Mondays doing okay. I need to have a good Friday, and I'm actually making more money in that 9 to 10 period now. So made some decent money after hours trading earnings this month as well. Let's have a look at win-loss expectation. We're currently in drawdown ever so slightly, just under 4K. So after today's earnings get added to that, we'll have cleared that drawdown. We'll be back up at the highs. So 102 with a 7.5K from today. That'll take us to 110. So we're in a really good place. My accuracy is 70% nearly in terms of trade accuracy. 32 winners to 14 losers. My K ratio, which is risk versus reward, is pretty much on point. It's at 2.07. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking at November. I'm back to trading optimally again. I'm back to trading how I should be trading. If looking at the statistics, if I look at the year to date, we're finally over the 1.3, as I mentioned previously. We add that 7.5K to it, it was 1.31. But like I say, the 2-to-1 trader across the year, my K ratio, because of a couple of really good trades that I've had and letting them run, is over 4, which is really good. But if you look at how much in terms of winners versus losers, it's important that you have that in terms of your days and times. So let's look at the months. November now I'm now ahead of September as of today. So 103,000 for September. We're now 110,000 in November. So November is now, as it stands, my 5th best month of the year. So got January in sights, 175. Can we beat January? Be nice, but I'm not saying that we will, but it would be nice. So that's where we're up to. That's TraderView. Go check that out. Go check out Benzinga and go check out Day Trade with Tony, and I'm happy to engage with you. If you want to get on the Day Trade with Tony education platform. As I say, if you want to just change the charts back over again, change the view over. So if you want to get on the Day Trade with Tony education platform, that 40% off, it's going away at the end of the month. Happy to engage with you on that. But also you do get access to the Discord. So remember that you get access to me as a mentor, you get access to all the education, you get access to my ebook library of some very good trading books and some other business books as well involved in that. And you get access to the private Discord, which is only for active traders. And there's two ways of getting into that Discord, either by becoming a student on the Day Trade with Tony education course, where, as you say, the Black Friday 40 will get you 40% off right now, or you can become a member, the top tier member on YouTube, and that will get you access to the Discord as well. So either way, you can get access to the Discord that way. But added value across the board. So in the meantime, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll just consult the comments and the questions, if there are any. Okay, no more questions, no more comments, so I'm going to wrap it up for now, and I'm going to go and have some snacks and play with my daughter for a bit. I don't see anything moving with any reasonable enough momentum for me to take another trade and risk. I'm going to exercise my own philosophy of get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. I'm over goal, I'm locking it down over goal. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys. We're doing it again, so you can tell by the dip we don't want him on the stream anymore because he's a traitor. But if you're speaking with him before over on Heads Trades or whatever it is, and I will, of course, everybody's welcome as long as they don't start talking about gold or forex. But we'll be doing it from 8 o'clock tomorrow. So it's the last day of the week. We've got a short week next week, so the volatility or volume will probably be a bit lighter next week. Short week because of Thanksgiving Thursday and Black Friday, and just remember that that's going to be the case. And I will see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Be there, be sharp, or miss out. Take it easy, guys.